So we're still living here in Alaska, and another full year has gone by. I don't know, we've got nothing to show for it.
Well, except this baby.
Hey!
The one with Alaska, that's the baby, Yukon Ho. Disclaimer.
This episode is going to contain a lot of imagery of babies, so if babies are not your thing, you can
Close your eyes.
Or you can turn to another channel. Oh, do not turn to another channel.
Welcome to episode 10 of Operation Yukon Ho. It's now January 2023 and our visitor count in Alaska is now up to 7. So to those of you who came to see us and our baby, thank you for coming. Turns out a baby is more exciting to see than the scenery of Alaska. Who would have thought?
A lot of people would have thought that.
Babies are born in the circle of the sun, in the circle of the sun on a birthday day.
Babies are born in the circle of the sun, in the circle of the sun on a birthday day.
Clouds to the north, clouds to the south.
What are we doing, Johnny?
Rain to the east and the west.
Flagging down an intergalactic ride.
Sun in the circle of the sun on a birthday day.
We're going to talk a little bit about the pros and cons of raising a baby in Alaska, because just like anything, Alaska is not for everyone and your mileage may vary. The first thing about raising a baby in Alaska that's a little bit difficult is that it's very remote, and for us it's pretty far away from family.
I mean, my family moved to Whitehorse. That's sort of close-ish. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
It's not like we can just take our baby and drop her off in Whitehorse for a nice evening out.
No. On the plus side, however, our situation describes basically everybody who moves up here. So it's very, very easy to find other people who are in exactly the same boat as we are. Through work, through church, through playing D&D with other people, we've very easily been able to find a whole lot of other people who are very enthusiastic to share our baby with us.
The other thing that is not so easy about having a baby in Alaska is that it's not super baby accessible.
Babies learn to walk in the circle of the sun, in the circle of the sun on a walking day.
Babies learn to walk in the circle of the sun, in the circle of the sun on a walking day.
There's not a lot of services and amenities and places that are dedicated just to young children, and the terrain is not stroller accessible by any means.
No, very big, very elevated.
Babies learn to sled in the circle of the sun, in the circle of the sun on a sledding day. Clouds to the north, clouds to the south, wind and rain to the east and the west.
The driving distances are really long.
No flush toilets outside of Anchorage.
Changing a diaper outside in the middle of the winter is not easy. I know people that have to keep diaper wipes in their armpits so that they don't freeze when they're trying to wipe their baby's butt.
On the plus, that means that everywhere could be for a baby.
Babies learn to dance in the circle of the sun on a dancing day.
Babies learn to dance in the circle of the sun, in the circle of the sun on a dancing day. This restaurant, this bar,
To the south, a wind and rain to the east and the west. Babies learn to dance in the circle of the sun, in the circle of the sun on a dancing day.
we've been into plenty of bars with her, and no one's ever been like the barkeep in Mos Eisley Cantina.
We don't serve their kind here.
What?
Your droids. They'll have to wait outside. We don't want them here.
Alaska is not a fancy or sophisticated place, so
No.
I can't imagine that there's any venue that would be ruined by the presence of a baby.
Right.
We've been to the fanciest theater in Anchorage and there were babies there, as
Yeah.
well as people in evening gowns.
And extra toughs.
Extra toughs! And if you're a little bit intrepid and creative, you don't have to stop having adventures in Alaska just because you have a baby.
Alaska Adventure Baby, the baby of Alaska Adventures.
Go, Alaska Adventure Baby, go! Or, ride in a carrier. We really like that Alaska is a place that is full of freedom of choice, and that applies to having a child as well. When you're ready to give birth to your child, you have so many options that all of the healthcare providers respect. Want to have a birth at home? Lots of people do that. Birthing center, hospital, doesn't matter, you can choose. And when the child is older, there are so many choices of schools, public schools, private schools, charter schools.
I support your right to raise your child however you would like. Now get off my property.
But then obviously the downside to that is...
Nothing, it's awesome.
in the end, being in Alaska with a baby is not that different than being in Alaska without a baby. Just strap her to you and carry on. And having a baby in Alaska is no different than having a baby anywhere else. You just love them.
Babies learn to love in the circle of the sun, in the circle of the sun, on a loving day. Babies learn to love in the circle of the sun, in the circle of the sun, on a loving day. Clouds to the north, clouds to the south, a wind and rain to the east and the west. Babies learn to love in the circle of the sun, in the circle of the sun, on a loving day. Babies learn to love in the circle of the sun, in the circle of the sun, on a loving day.
What do you think of this place where you live? I think she likes it.